We all like to think we're unstoppable, that this time it'll be different. Chicken, broccoli, rice, check. I'll lose 100 pounds and it'll stay off forever. No problem. Sound familiar? The truth is, willpower alone rarely cuts it. In this video, we're tackling the top 8 fat loss mistakes that trip people up time and time again. If you've struggled to keep the weight off or felt like every diet eventually fails, stick around. This is for you. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the first and arguably most important mistake: not expecting setbacks. Here's the thing. No one's perfect. Life happens. You'll face holidays, injuries, travel, days where your motivation hits rock bottom. It's completely normal to have stretches where the scale doesn't budge or even creeps up a little. And you know what? That's okay. It's all part of the process. Think of it like investing for retirement. Some years, the stock market soars and your portfolio grows. Other years it dips, and you lose a little. But what do? You don't panic and pull all your money out to hide under the mattress. You keep investing, stay consistent, and over time, the results add up. Weight loss works the same way. There will be good weeks and bad weeks, but the key is to keep going. Knowing the bigger picture will take care of itself. But, and this is a big one, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you're doing the same diet year after year, like keto or fasting, and you keep losing weight only to gain it back, it's time to switch things up. Diversify. Try new approaches. Build a diet around foods you genuinely enjoy, something you can stick with for life. Sure, you could gamble it all on one extreme diet, whether that's keto, carnivore, or vegan. But what if it doesn't work long term? A smarter play is sticking with the blue chip stocks of weight loss, regular exercise, lifting weights to build muscle, eating fruits and vegetables, focusing on protein, and creating a sustainable routine. That's how you win in the long run. Mistake number 2. Thinking you can out-exercise a bad diet. Let me tell you straight, you can't. Sure, it's technically possible, but let's be real. You're not going to pull it off. Very few people can. So why even try something that's nearly impossible for most of us? Here's the kicker. Most people underestimate how many calories they eat and overestimate how many calories they burn. You hit the gym, spend an hour on the cardio machine, and think you've torched 1,000 calories. Did you, though? That fitness tracker might say you need 4,000 calories a day, but is it really accurate? You lift weights for an hour and think you've burned 500 or 600 calories. In reality, it's probably closer to 200 or 300 tops. Now, compare that to a quick visit to your favorite fast food spot. In just 5 or 10 minutes, you can easily consume more calories than you burned during your entire 2-hour gym session. A burger, fries, and a soda. Boom, all that effort erased. Here's the takeaway. If you're serious about losing weight and keeping it off, don't use exercise as a free pass to binge. Sure, you can enjoy fast food now and then, but moderation is key. You can't outwork poor eating habits. Exercise is amazing for your health, but it's not a magic eraser for overindulgence. Keep that in mind as you move forward on your journey. Mistake number 3. Only weighing yourself once a week. Trust me, this one trips up a lot of people. Here's how it usually goes. You step on the scale after 7 days and see you've lost 5 pounds. Awesome. But the next week, you're up 3 pounds. Now you're panicking, wondering what went wrong. Here's the reality. You're focusing on the wrong numbers. Weight naturally fluctuates. One day you might be bloated, another day you might be dehydrated, and neither of those has anything to do with actual fat loss. Losing 5 pounds in a week? That's probably water weight or glycogen, not fat. And that 3-pound gain? Completely normal. The problem is that weekly weigh-ins don't give you the full picture. They just show you a snapshot. Instead, try this. Weigh yourself 5 days a week and focus on the median number, not the extremes. That middle value will give you a much clearer view of your actual progress. Track this week by week and look for patterns. If you're not seeing any downward trend after about 3 weeks, it's likely you're eating at maintenance. That's your cue to adjust. Either lower your calorie intake slightly or increase your activity level. Remember, the scale is a tool, not a verdict. Use it smartly and it'll guide you, not frustrate you. Mistake number 4. Relying on pure willpower. Let's be honest. How often do we convince ourselves that we'll succeed just because we're strong-minded? I'll eat chicken, broccoli, and rice, drop 100 pounds, and keep it off forever because I'm just that determined. Sound familiar? But here's the thing. Willpower alone isn't enough. It's not about being special or tougher than everyone else. It's about having a realistic plan. The truth is, nobody's perfect. You're human. You'll have moments where you slip up, binge, or just want something other than a boring salad. That's okay. The problem comes when you expect yourself to stick to a rigid, bland diet forever. Spoiler alert, you won't. No one does. So what's the solution? Be realistic. Build a diet you actually enjoy. A plan with meals that taste good, satisfy you, and leave you feeling full. Focus on high-volume, high-protein foods with plenty of fiber to keep hunger at bay. When you genuinely enjoy what you're eating, it's so much easier to stick to the plan long-term. Remember, this isn't a quick fix. It's about creating a lifestyle you can sustain for years to come. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps support the channel and keeps this content coming. Mistake number 5. Not making exercise easy to do. If working out feels like a chore, chances are you're not going to stick with it. So, how do you fix that? By making it as convenient as possible. Think about it. If you love bike riding, have your bike ready to go. Pump the tires, keep your helmet nearby, and make sure it's all set up so you don't waste time. Because let's face it, some days it'll rain, or it'll be freezing, or you just won't feel like going outside. On those days, having an indoor option, like a stationary bike or treadmill, makes all the difference. You need to make it easy to get started. No excuses, no delays. Whether it's first thing in the morning or right after work, get moving before you sit down and lose motivation. Lay out your sneakers, have your workout clothes ready, and just go for it. A quick walk or an indoor workout can make a huge impact. And for those thinking, I don't need to lift weights. It doesn't burn many calories anyway. Let me stop you right there. Lifting weights isn't just about calories burned during the workout. It's about the long-term benefits. Building muscle revs up your metabolism. For every 10 pounds of muscle, you'll burn an extra 80 calories a day, at rest. That means your basal metabolic rate increases, and even your everyday movements burn more calories without you even realizing it. More muscle also means you can push harder in all activities, whether it's running, cycling, or lifting heavier weights. This translates to more calories burned overall. Adding just 10 pounds of muscle can help you burn up to 20 pounds of fat in a year, without even changing anything else. But here's the catch. If you only focus on cardio and cut calories without strength training, you risk losing muscle. And when you lose muscle, your metabolism slows down. That's the last thing you want. The winning formula? Do both, cardio and strength training, paired with a healthy, sustainable diet. That's how you lose weight, keep it off, and become a fat-burning machine for life. Mistake number 7. Trying to eat too healthy. This one is so common, and luckily, it's an easy fix. Picture this. It's New Year's Day, and you're fired up. You tell yourself, this time, I'm going all in. Nothing but salads, no carbs, no eating after dark, fasting for 16 hours, skipping breakfast. Perfection starts now. Sounds ambitious, right? But let's be real. How long can you actually keep that up? A week? 2, maybe? Eventually, that extreme mindset becomes too much, and you fall off track. Why? Because it's not realistic. A sustainable diet isn't about suffering or deprivation. It's about balance. The key is to keep enjoying the foods you love, just in smarter ways. You don't need to cut out all the delicious things in your life. You just need to make them work for you. Swap high-calorie options for lower-calorie alternatives. Love soda? Keep drinking it. Just switch to a diet version. Artificial sweeteners? Totally fine. Make it taste good, keep the calories low, and suddenly, sticking to your plan doesn't feel like a punishment. You can truly have your cake and eat it too, as long as you're smart about it. The easier and more enjoyable you make your diet, the better your chances of sticking with it long term. That's how you win. Not by aiming for perfection, but by finding a balance that works for you. Finally, mistake number 8. Trying to lose weight too fast. It's a tempting approach, isn't it? The faster the results, the more motivated you feel. Seeing the scale drop every day or week is a powerful motivator. But here's the catch. It's a double-edged sword. The quicker you lose weight, the harder it becomes to stick to your plan. Your body pushes back. Hunger hormones like ghrelin spike and leptin drops, making you feel hungrier and less satisfied. Your sleep suffers, your energy dips, and eventually, your motivation runs out. And then what? You've lost the 50 pounds, but now you're left starving, with a slower metabolism, and probably missing some of that hard-earned muscle. Worse, the weight starts creeping back because your approach wasn't sustainable. Here's a staggering fact. 95% of diets fail. That means only 1 in 20 people successfully lose the weight and keep it off. So, what's the alternative? Set realistic goals and embrace slow, steady progress. Losing just 1% of your body weight per week is a solid target. For someone weighing 200 pounds, that's about 2 pounds a week. Even half a pound or a quarter pound per week is plenty. The slower you lose weight, the easier it is to maintain because you're building habits and preserving muscle along the way. Think about it. It took years, maybe decades to gain the weight. Why expect to lose it all in a couple of months? Slow progress means sustainable results. Maybe your friend drops 5 pounds in the first week while you lose just 1 or 2. But guess what? You're setting yourself up for long-term success. They're losing muscle and slowing their metabolism while you're building a foundation that lasts. The true champions aren't the ones who lose weight the fastest. They're the ones who lose it and keep it off. So, focus on the long game. Make sustainable changes. Stay patient and keep going. And hey, don't leave yet. Check out the other videos popping up on your screen now. They're packed with tips to help you on your journey. See you in the next one.